peace and innumerable blessings. Welcome to my yoga suggestions for getting into forearm stand or Pincha Marianasana. I have to warn you, this is something I'm working on. It's the pose I'm evolving into, which is kind of fun because the more you evolve into things, the more you learn about it and get to feel the energy in your body. So, Pincha Marianasana. A good poses to work into before this are dolphin and plank on your elbows. So dolphin looks like this. It's downward facing dog. Dun, dun, dun. And just come to your elbows. But the thing about dolphin, yeah, what's that? You come to the elbows, focusing on pulling the shoulder blades up, pushing the hips up and back. So that's dolphin. The version of Pincha Marianasana, or the variation of Pincha Marianasana I'm working on, interlacing the fingers kind of like in a headstand sort of way. So let's focus on that variation first. That's what I'm working on. Teachers always teach their practice. That's just the way it is. So it's the same thing, just coming into dolphin, focusing on pushing the elbows into the floor, lifting the hips up, and then getting to the space where the hips are over the elbows, and then lifting up. Now, there's different ways you can work on finding comfort with lifting up. If you feel comfortable with it, you can lift one leg and then the other, and lift one leg and then use your inner thigh muscles to pull one leg towards the other and then find your balance that way. Or another way you can do it is measure the length of your hips away from the wall. Mark where the tops of your hips are. I learned this trick by watching, who did it? Elsie's Kula. I'll put a link down there so you can see who she is. She's an English art teacher. She does a lot of stuff on it. This was very useful. And then where your hips are, where your hips were, you mark with your hand, and then putting your elbow there, setting up your base, and then from here, curling the toes under, bringing the heels against the wall, lifting the hips. And then from here, what you want to do is walk the feet up the wall so that they're parallel. And the hips are over the shoulders. And lift one leg and then the other, playing with balancing. That is one way to do it. Another way, because there's so many ways to skin a cat. There's another way to say that. There's many ways to get things done. Is just to play with kicking up against the wall. The thing about kicking up against the wall is it does not necessarily always encourage good alignment. See, it's really good for getting your balance, but it's not necessarily always good for getting your alignment. Sometimes it can encourage a little bit of a hip in the back, dip in the back, and it'll get you more in your back, which can kind of hurt your shoulders. So I would suggest really focusing on bringing the legs parallel, where you're not kicking up against the wall, but learning to balance the torso over the shoulders and then extending the legs up. So those are my suggestions for getting into Pincha Marianasana or forearm stand. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to understand why I'm explaining Pincha Marianasana, feel free to head on to my site, yogamontclair.com, and look under articles for benefits of your practice, asana and energy. And if you're ever in the south of France, come on and take a vinyasa class with me in Montpellier, France. It's a beautiful place to visit. So that's that. Thanks for your time and energy. Stay blessed.